pocket, and what will you find?
Hello?
Agent Barnes?
Agent Fallon, is that you?
Do you have another 10 p.m. appointment?
Fair point.
I thought you might be hungry.
Ooh, Chinese.
God, what happened here?
Things got a little messy.
I see.
It's been a long night.
Did you sleep at all?
Yeah, so that's the bad news. The puzzle did not help me sleep. But the good news is I think I might have cracked it.
Show me.
Sure. Where to start? All right, the map. Okay, I started by plotting the coordinates, right? I didn't find any obvious relationship between points.
Right.
But then I noticed something. Every so often, a point appeared on the exact opposite set of coordinates, like a straight line through the center of the Earth connecting to the other side, a binary point.
Uh-huh.
So, plotting the dates and coordinates in chronological order, I realized something's there, but you'd never see it on a map. It has to be a three-dimensional model.
That's why your globe...
That's why the globe is full of pins, yes.
You solved it.
I found something. I'm not ready to declare a full solution just yet.
Okay, what do you have so far?
Grab the globe. Oh my god. This is really good.
Oh my God, man, take smaller bites. That was like half the General Tso's.
I'm sorry. Honestly, I don't think I've eaten today. Okay, you place the pins. Mm-hmm. I'll give you the coordinates. All latitudes are south 40.5 for the first four locations. All right, starting latitude negative 40.5, longitude east 100.22.
The Indian Ocean, southwest of Perth.
South Atlantic, southwest of Cape Town. South Pacific, east of Port Moni. And longitude west 169.78.
Got him.
The rest of the pins are at latitude north 40.5.
Go ahead.
All right, longitude west 169.78.
Jiuquan Launch Center. Are these binary points?
Uh-huh. Latitude north 40.5, longitude west 79.78. That's the last one.
These make a cube.
Kind of cool, right?
That's got to be the key. It's not just a list of points, it's a model, a path.
Funny you should use that word.
What do you mean?
Every regular polygon has an in-circle. Inside a square, you can draw a circle that touches all four sides, yes?
Okay.
Well, the same would be true in 3 dimensions. A cube will have, in-sphere, I guess. So it's not perfect, but in our model, the in-sphere is Earth.
Sure.
The shapes wrap around the Earth, and beneath each vertex is a point, the pins you placed in the globe.
Is it random, or is there a pattern to the shapes?
Right, the last 5 iterations of the path had points numbering 1, 8, 4, 5, and 8 again.
What's the relationship?
Pi.
As in pi r squared?
Those digits appear in that order, starting at position 2.4,000,005 to the right of the decimal in pi.
What?
Right. So, supposing my math is right, a new shape, a new path begins with each new lunar cycle. If each lunar cycle corresponds with 1 digit in pi, then there have been 2.4,000,005 lunar cycles and shapes in the path. 12.36 lunar cycles in a year, so the path begins roughly 200,000 years ago.
Humankind and the path originate simultaneously.
It's fascinating, but I still have to wonder, Eve, what do the shapes mean?
I have an idea. Give me the notebook. April 4th, 1968, the assassination of Dr. King. This falls under a final vertex.
Okay.
May 2nd, 1519, the death of Leonardo da Vinci falls under a final vertex.
Huh.
July 1863, the Battle of Gettysburg. August 6th and 9th, 1945, Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Big death, the kind we remember. Every one of them falls beneath the final vertex of a completed shape.
The last set of coordinates I read. Latitude north 40.5, longitude west 79.78. Take another look at that point.
It's here. The final vertex is above us.
Damn near, anyway.
Your interview with Dr. Ott, didn't he say that he was investigating some phenomena in the woods along 56? That's fairly local, right?
10, maybe 15 minutes from here.
Awful close not to be related.
That would be unlikely.
The lunar cycle ends tonight. We have to move fast. Come on, Trevor. Let's hunt a monster.
Your disguises are slipping a bit, sir.
Who says I'm in disguise?
You look like Elmer Fudd.
Must be a handsome fellow. Who is he?
Caricature of a hunter. His quarry is a rabbit which changes appearances and temperaments, goads and chides him, gives him hope and crushes it, and is inevitably the source of his undoing. Yet Fudd hunts on. It is an apt analogy for the human experience while remaining rooted in whimsy.
I'm so glad you like them.
The rabbit's use of subterfuge is entertaining.
I am sure it is, but I wasn't referring to the stories.
I have developed some warmth for the idioms of speech in popular culture, but I assure you my interest remains purely professional.
Unpack that for me.
That infernal phrase again.
I thought you liked idioms.
Nevertheless, no excursions are scheduled until this evening.
Spending a little extra time in wardrobe helps me get into character. I want to be fully invested when we meet our agents. Speaking of, I like your suit. Blue becomes you.
My research indicates some connection between females in blue and journeys into the unknown. In tandem with my recent pseudonyms, they allude to classic fables of the celluloid era, resulting, ideally, in mild amusement.
Sesh, are you telling me you made a joke?
I am, sir.
Well done. I'll need you tonight.
In the control room.
Not this time. This is the real deal, Seshat. I'll run the rehearsed track. You've got point.
I will be ready.
I have no doubt.
Ready?
I think so. Not sure what we need for an actual monster hunt.
Flashlight?
Check.
Warm clothes?
Check.
Recorder?
Recording.
Then we're ready.
And we seem a little underpacked. Shouldn't we at least have a camera? No one that's not attached to a phone?
We should be much better prepared when facing the unknown. But we have the tools we have.
Why are you so sure we're going to find something tonight?
You saw the path.
I mean, the pattern, it is anomalous and intriguing even, but it's not proof of the boogeyman.
I'm gonna make one last pass through the house. You gonna be here when I get back?
Yes.
I need you to be with me on this. You're the only one that can.
I'll be here. Okay, we've got gear, such as it is. A flashlight, a sweater, a $20 recorder, and a Boy Scout fire starter from when I was 12. And with these, we are going hunting. Be very, very quiet. I should have a goddamn bear mace or a tranquilizer gun or... hell, I don't know. And this path thing, I can't help wondering, and... believe me, listeners, I am trying, but what if it's real? Can you imagine actual evidence of something beyond? And there's an inescapable silliness to going into the woods at night chasing a... whatever we're chasing, but why should there be? We discovered a true anomaly, visible, verifiable, not a blurry photo, a real pattern of unknown origin. And we should follow this without apology. It's what Dr. Mather would recommend, and yet I still feel compelled to apologize. Why? Fear that things were never as they seemed, and maybe if we pull back the curtain too far, life will never be the same.
The plan.
Holy.
Sorry, I didn't mean to spook you.
Just working out some ideas for the show.
Got enough memory on that thing to last the night?
I think so.
Good. We're gonna need it.
Man, it's been good talking to you, Trevor. Real good.
It has indeed, Al. Thanks for spending some time with me tonight.
Pleasure's all mine, but I best be getting on. Have an appointment to keep.
Now, I'm assuming this appointment is related to our conversation, so I just wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask you who you're meeting.
Keep a secret.
Well, remember, this is on the record, Al.
Right. Let's say an informant.
Informant.
A high-level informant.
Fellow Alba Twitch enthusiast?
Researcher. Tangentially related.
I see.
High strangeness afoot recently. Can't be too careful about who you keep company with.
Anything else before we say goodnight, Al?
If you've a willing ear, I'd offer you some advice.
Oh, fire away.
You know what a deer trail is?
Yeah, rough path through the woods, beat down by deer movement.
Mm-hmm. They're called deer trails, but lots of animals leave them. Small ones, big ones. They're everywhere if you know how to spot them. Find them all over the game lands. But that's wild, hilly country. Following a strange path can land you in a heap of trouble. Especially if you don't know what made it.
Duly noted. And thank you again, Al.
Mm-hmm. Safe travels, Trevor.
Well, that was Al. You know him as frequent caller Mad Al with a little local lore and some wood wisdom for you.
That went okay for a canned interview.
Are you kidding? You made his day. You hear how happy he was to talk to you?
Yeah. Happy's hard to gauge with Mad Al. I just kind of let him rant.
You listened. You helped him hunt his monster.
There's a trailhead about a mile up here. That's where we'll go in. Eve!
20 yards ahead.
All right. We're about a mile into the woods here. Slow going for me. Eve has the only flashlight. She moves fast. No strangeness yet, with the obvious exception of a midnight monster hunt, that is. Updates once we're in position. Hey.
There's a clearing here. If we stick to the edges, we can get a good look at the terrain and not be too exposed. How are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm not used to this. Mostly I sit behind a desk all day long.
You're doing great.
I'm cold.
Yeah, chill creeps in fast at night. I'll start a fire.
Fantastic.
Just a little one. Help me gather kindling.
Hey, are we entirely prepared for this? I mean, if there's something out here, one, we're not equipped if it's aggressive.
I'll handle that part.
I admire your confidence, but what about the larger questions? If this thing is real, it changes everything.
That's the point.
Yeah, but is that good? Is there a place in reality for creatures of dream?
There has to be.
Does it not simplify the equation if the observable world is the only one?
That cannot be true. For both of our sakes. Tell me more about Evan.
Is this really the appropriate time?
No one at this meeting but us.
I told you everything.
You told me about his death. Tell me about his life. Tell me something I wouldn't expect. Something real.
Okay, he was really into football.
Really?
Yeah.
That is unexpected.
He had the towel, And he would spin it and howl like a banshee. He loved it. Never missed a game. Every Sunday, right after... You know, his family had that towel buried with him. I mean, it still kind of baffles me, but it was important to him. I guess that's all that really matters.
How much would you love to see him swing that towel again?
With all my heart.
Is there anything you wouldn't do to make that happen?
Nothing.
I know it. You're a good man, Agent Barnes.
Thank you, Agent Fallon, but some gulfs are too wide to reach across.
I guess we'll see. Remember what Dr. Mather said. Go in on a search.
Of monsters and moon bases, Eve, not of death.
I can't do this without you, Trevor. I have a gift to give to the world.
What do you mean?
Is it so hard to believe in miracles?
What miracle? What are we looking for out here tonight?
Big one. Dr. Ott's favorite monster.
The Operator. The moon aliens, ferrymen of souls.
The end of big lives. Artists, scientists, world changers.
If this is a joke, it's a sick one.
We discovered a path and we followed it. This is where it leads.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Want is a bug underneath the boot of fate. You have been chosen to take part in a miracle. We are facing the infinite.
I'm going home.
Hold your position, Agent.
Why do you have a gun?
I told you I would handle any aggression.
Eve, what the hell are you doing?
Big death. The path leads through this point tonight. The death it foretold is yours. I will draw the Operator. And when it comes to collect your soul, I will be waiting. Thank you, Trevor.